Yesterday was the darkest day in American history since the Civil War. Since World War II, 9/11, Vietnam, Korea. Yesterday was the darkest day in American history because 100 pro-Palestinian insurrectionists occupied a federal House office building in Washington, D.C. Don't you love the hypocrisy here? The left can do whatever they want. Now, I'm an independent voter. I've said that numerous times here on the channel. But they can go out, they can loot, they can riot, they can burn down a city. But if you're involved in January 6th, you are a traitor. You're a rebel, an insurrectionist. So this is at Breitbart. And this is breaking out all over the place today. Slowly oozing out. And I love this. So you had people protesting in the streets in D.C. yesterday. Didn't get a lot of media coverage. And 100 or so decided to storm this office building in the Capitol complex. I think there's 3 or 4 buildings that are primarily used by Congress, where they have all their meetings and everything, outside of the normal House, Senate. So according to Breitbart, the insurrectionists, and I just love how they're sticking this to the left, the insurrectionists, many who wore face masks and dressed in black and flew a banner demanding that Israel stop defending itself from rocket attacks against civilians, occupied the ground floor of the Cannon office building, one of 3 main buildings where congressional staff and lawmakers work. And they have some post here at X about this. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, and did you see Talib Shabib, or whatever her name is? Rashid Talib Shahab, sobbing to cry because those poor Palestinians, that husband who got bombed in Gaza, and children were killed. Don't you understand? The children that were killed, the children. It's always about the children. Notice that? It's for the children. Those people have never had children. They don't know what a child looks like. Never seen a child. But it's for the children. Children, my ass. But Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, Republican from Georgia, was on the scene and noted a double standard between the pro-Palestinian insurrectionists and the protesters of January 6th. Quote, there's an insurrection happening now on Capitol Hill, her video caption read. Quote, they are claiming they want peace, but they want money to go to terrorists. Now, I looked at some of these clips. They were only shouting ceasefire now and free Gaza. They were saying, we're going to fight like hell. We're going to fight like hell. Weren't those the same type of clips we saw during these January 6 hearings, congressional hearings? Greene said she did not know why Capitol Police allowed the insurrectionists inside the building. Quote, I don't know, she replied to an individual in the video. They've got a clip of this as X again. Now, if you go over to a site called Not the Bee, people comment on this. Hold on a minute. Did these pro-Palestinian protesters just storm the Capitol? I thought this was called an insurrection, or that was called insurrection. You guys, look at this. A group of insurrectionists has stormed the U.S. Capitol. Another person writes, super serious stuff right here, folks. I'll be expecting years-long sentences for all of these insurrectionists. I mean, that's what they do with insurrectionists these days, right? Oh, look, the protest was even attended by squad member Rashida Talib Shahiba. There you go, Talib Shahiba. Shabiha Shahiba, who spouted off dangerous misinformation. Somebody else says, lock them up, lock them up, lock them up. Love it. Absolutely love it. Now, the headline at the National Desk, Hamas sympathizers storm Capitol office building draw GOP criticism. Insurrection on Capitol Hill. Insurrection on Capitol Hill. Now, according to Lucas H. Cacciatore, this is at X, if it wasn't obvious yet, insurrection when conservatives demonstrate, protest when liberals demonstrate, that's what it is, a protest. Capitol Police are just watching cannon be overrun by protesters. This is where reporters and members of Congress do their live TV hits from. Now, I love these clips. You just see these police standing around doing nothing, looking like idiots. Should I take this protester down? I don't know. You see the one, he looked like he had eaten a bad meal or something like that. He was having the shakes. Maybe he was going through a diabetic withdrawal. I don't know. Now, Fox News correspondent Chad Pergram posted a photo of Representative Brandon Williams, Republican from New York, standing silently with an Israeli flag as the pro-Palestinian insurrection played out below. The protest came after a hospital in Gaza was blown up on Tuesday. After the blast, multiple pieces of evidence emerged from the Israel Defense Forces, or the IDF, and the media, suggesting the blast was an errant rocket. I can't even talk today. Rocket fired by Hamas, not an Israeli airstrike. The word is errant, E-R-R-A-N-T. Not a word I use every day. Several leaders also rushed to blame Israel for the hospital blast, even though multiple pieces of evidence. I should just start the video over now, right? Let me slow this down a bit. So several leaders also rushed to blame Israel for the hospital blast, even though multiple pieces of evidence suggested the contrary. As authorities gathered information, I'm just getting so excited here, just real excited about this because we got insurrections in D.C. Because yesterday was the darkest day in America. Worse than the Civil War. Starting to sound like Elmer Fudd. Among them was Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and radical Democrat Representative Rashida Tlaib Shahiba. So there you go, folks. Insurrection 10.0 in D.C. happened yesterday. Story at Breitbart. Daily Wire also talked about this. Ben Shapiro talked about this. But I just love this. So those of you on the ultra-left who want to say the people who support Trump are rebels, they're insurrectionists, they're traitors, that they're white supremacists, you've got no room to talk now that you had over 100 protesters storm this building at the Capitol complex in D.C. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Pardon me. Thank you for letting me stumble through this. Another one-take video today. It is what it is. So I'm just going to post it as it is. You like it, you hate it, so what? But if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. You can also follow me on Instagram, hashtag Jason Composes, because I write music in my spare time. Or find me at X, Culture Confederacy, at Culture Confed 1 on X. This is the Culture Confederacy saying peace out. Stay safe, everybody. God bless this thing called the United States. And I'll catch you next time. You know how we do it here. This is where the past crashes with the present. You all have a great Thursday.